I'm bringing in a guy whose name, in some ways, is bigger than my name.
I don't really look at things that way. I mean, I do not. I mean, now that you say it, I mean, yeah, it is. I haven't really thought about that. So, but I don't know what it means. I mean, I tell you what. I mean, to have a guy that's been a head coach, have a guy that's won a national championship as a head coach and a coordinator. I mean, I'm the luckiest guy in the world because I got him on my staff, and he and I work really well together. And Gene's a great guy, and so there are things that come up that only Gene is the only other person in that room that's going to know what I feel like sitting in that seat, and he's going to be able to help, give me advice, all those kind of things, because we don't, I don't walk into the room and say, hey, this is the way we're going to do everything. I mean, we open it up to the entire staff for suggestions on a lot of situations, and everybody throws things out, and then I make a decision on which one we're going to use, and we walk out of that staff room all on the same page. And so to have another voice that's been there in my seat, I think it's nothing but a positive.
And from what you've seen of him so far, I guess, is it right that, okay, this is the right choice for us because of his scheme or because of how he's teaching, I guess?
Both. And his reputation. All the things combined. It's just a win-win situation for us and Gene.
As things were kind of devolving last year with the defense, would see in the back of your mind the number one candidate always, or how did you?
When I finally decided to make a decision, I mean, I keep a list of guys, that I update every year at every position, just for the future. I mean, because the assistants are always moving and evolving, and so you have to be prepared. And so that's something that I've always done. And so Gene's always been on that list. He's been on that list from the time before I was a head coach, because I was doing that as a coordinator in preparation of being a head coach. And so, he's been on that list forever.
So you're number one choice then?
This year, yes, definitely.
The offense last year would go through stretches where they would go 5-6 possessions without scoring and then score 3 or 4 consecutive possessions.
Right.
What did you attribute the inconsistency to?
There were a lot of factors, but mainly I would say lack of experience in a lot of positions. And so continuity in a unit, there were times that we played really good. There were times that we didn't, on offense. And that's why I said I thought we were average. I really did. I thought we were average.
Marquise kind of touched on that yesterday, and he said that at times you played really fast, and at times things kind of slowed down. How do you get it so that it is going like that all the time?
It's pretty simple. If you move the chains, we can go fast. If you don't, you're going to come off the field and we're going to punt. So if you're moving the chains, we can run the tempo that we need to do. The tempo does not equal first downs. I mean, if you go fast, it doesn't guarantee that you're going to move the ball down the field. If you move the ball down the field, you can go fast. And so it's like, who came first, the chicken or the egg? Which one? So they both have to work together.
Last year you used Mitch the third series of every game, I believe it was, and then got him in at times. Do you foresee the same kind of situation this year, especially now that he's got some experience?
Haven't made that decision yet. Don't know. A lot of that was last year. Those guys were still competing, and also we knew we wanted our number 2 guy to get some experience because he didn't have, whoever was going to be didn't have any experience.
And it paid off against Virginia.
Paid off in Virginia, yeah. Comes in on 4th down, throws his game-winning touchdown.
How about the kicking game? Who's going to be your kicker, and how much does that have to improve?
We got to make vast improvements in the kicking game. And then Tommy Hibbert's gone. I mean, we had a great punter last year, and so that's an issue for us right now. And so we're still up in the air at kicker and punter as far as who's going to be the guy, and we won't make that decision until going into that South Carolina game.
Larry, may go along with the offense question Andrew asked, but the team, I think it was 6 games last year, down 2 scores every single week.
That's not good.
Yeah, what leads to slow starts out of the game?
I don't know. I've been on teams that score early and fast. I've been on teams that don't, and as a staff, we sit down and we talk about those situations, and everybody tries to figure out what it is. Last year it was, it was 12 o'clock games. We didn't do well in 12 o'clock games. The year before we played great in 12 o'clock. It's not like we change our routine and do all these different things from year to year, because we don't. it's just the makeup of your team. It's the you know, and it's trying to get that chemistry right. I mean, that's all. You know, we talked about it as a team. Hey, we got to start fast. We got to get out there and get going right off the bat.
It's the same thing fall in line with the way the schedule works. In the last few years, you guys have kind of done this like, I mean, after the same thing done.
Yeah, believe me, I want to go out there on the first series of the game and go down and score a touchdown. You know, I can't. I don't like kicking field goals. You know, so I want to go score a touchdown, and we didn't in most of those instances, for whatever reason. And to be honest with you, all right, I mean, those most of those plays are scripted out. Those plays are practiced more than any other plays. The first 12 plays of our game. You know, so we should be better at those than any other thing that's going on, but we weren't for whatever reason. So maybe that's overcoaching. Maybe we shouldn't do anything all week and just go out there and see what happens.
You may have.
The kicking game, when you're sort of evaluating the kickers, is it as simple as making them practice and who's not, or is there something more that you're looking for when you're
Have you ever heard of a good practice player that wasn't a good game player?
sometimes?
Yeah, so I mean that's come up too. So you get a guy that's hitting them in practice and tearing it up in practice. He gets out in the game and doesn't do it. You know, so why? I mean, why is Tiger having trouble with his swing right now? I mean, kicking is a lot like golf, in my opinion. You know, it's a head game. You know, it really is. And so, to me, it's strictly a confidence deal. You know, at Southern Miss, 1 year, I think we missed 6 extra points. And it was bad. In fact, our fans would boo our kicker, and it was bad. And the next year, he was one of the 3 finalists for that award in Orlando, with the Lou Groza Award. Same guy, you know. So I don't know what the answer is. Just got to find a guy that's going to make them, put him between the 2 uprights. That's all you got to do.
Coach, based on your experience, how would you assess the conference's relationship with Notre Dame after 1 year?
Based on my experience.